It's worth noting that the experience was a significant waste of time and resources. I will provide an update on this matter once the January 29th date has passed. TLDR, court session was inconclusive, mother-in-law's grandparents' rights lawsuit continues. Noisy roommate's revenge. It is finals week. For the second day in a row, my roommate threw a very loud party, even when Elle told her Elle was going to be studying all day and needed my sleep. They stayed up till dawn. This morning, after a terrible night of sleep, Elle woke up early too. Midterm mayhem as exams loomed closer. I had explicitly informed my roommate that I would be dedicating the day to studying, requiring a peaceful environment. However, she proceeded to host a rowdy gathering for the second consecutive day, disregarding my pleas for quiet. The revelry continued well into the early hours of the morning, leaving me with a meager amount of rest. Undeterred by the sleepless night, I arose before dawn to tackle my coursework. I prepared a refreshing smoothie, employing every blender setting at my disposal. My roommate descended to the kitchen, only to express her discontent with the noise level. I turned to her with a mixture of curiosity and amusement, inquiring, "Am I being excessively loud, unable to sleep?" as I continued blending. The sweet taste of revenge proved to be a satisfying experience. This story has been rewritten to maintain the essence of the original, but with a slightly different narrative tone and vocabulary. Update: no changes to the original story's intent or message have been made. TLDR: student seeks revenge against a noisy roommate by blending a smoothie loudly, prompting the roommate to complain about the noise. Suicide. There, I goddamn said it. Can we stop with the stupid fucking euphemisms now, please? My brother shot himself to death when I was 21, and 22 years later, I'd like to talk about it without you pansy-ass fruit fucks giving me lupus for being honest and clear about the. It's time to confront the truth. I'm going to say it. My brother took his own life. Can we please put an end to these insipid circumlocutions? My brother's death weighed heavily on me when I was 21, and nearly 2 decades later, I'd like to discuss it openly without your criticism for being blunt and honest about the experience. If you continue to prattle on about transitioning out of life, I fear I'll lose my cool. My brother didn't transition out of life. He was killed by a single shot from an SKS assault rifle, and I'm fed up with beating around the bush about it. Hand your cashier money, hand your cashier money. Don't throw it on the belt, don't throw it on the counter, and for all that is good in the world, don't one by one throw out each bill all across my station. What is wrong with you? Not only are you going to not hand me the pay your cashier promptly and politely when paying for your purchases, kindly hand your cashier the money. Refrain from scattering the bills across the counter, as this can cause unnecessary delays and frustration. It's astonishing that some people struggle with such a simple task. In the spirit of mutual respect, please remember that both you and the cashier are human beings, capable of participating in a smooth and courteous transaction. By paying your cashier directly, you not only simplify the process but also show appreciation for their time and efforts. Make this a point to remember and hand your cashier the money without any issues. Why is it okay for a woman to not want sex, but not okay for a man? I wasn't ready for sex so early in the relationship and she got really cold and distant. She ended up breaking up with me because of it. This was my first relationship and I'm left feeling miserable. The discrepancy between societal expectations for men and women regarding their desire for sex raises a pressing question. A significant factor contributing to this disparity lies in the way relationships are perceived and handled. During my first romantic experience, I found myself unprepared for intimacy, but my partner seemed to be in a different mindset. Her disinterest in pursuing a connection led her to withdraw emotionally, ultimately resulting in a breakup. This experience left me feeling despondent, and I am still grappling with its consequences. It is essential to note that my partner never pressured me into intimacy. Despite my attempts to rekindle the connection, anxiety issues made it difficult for me to move forward. At the time, I was 21 years old and still a virgin, while my partner had more experience. My genuine desire to be close to her was hindered by my hesitation, leaving me fearful that I may have missed an opportunity for a meaningful connection. Update: TLDR, a person's reluctance to engage in sex can be attributed to various factors, including their level of emotional readiness, personal experiences, and anxiety. In relationships, communication and mutual understanding are essential for navigating these complexities and fostering a deeper connection. My dad tried to get my best friend to get into bed with him today. My best friend told me my dad confessed his love for her. He told her he loves her more than her husband loves her. He questioned if she really loves her husband. He also tried to get her to lie down in bed with. My father's actions have shaken me to my core. Yesterday, my best friend shared a disturbing revelation with me. My father had confessed his feelings for her. He went as far as saying he loves her more than she is loved by her husband, casting doubt on the strength of her marriage. He also made some incredibly uncomfortable advances, pressuring her to get into bed with him. This conversation dragged on for nearly 20 minutes, leaving her feeling cornered and uneasy. She hinted that there's more to this situation, but she chose not to elaborate, sparing me further pain. This news has left me feeling utterly repulsed and deeply wounded. Despite our close relationship, my dad's actions have made me question everything. I'm struggling to process this information and figure out what to do next. TLDR, my dad confessed his love for my best friend and made some disturbing advances, leaving me feeling hurt, disgusted, and unsure of how to proceed. TIFU by calling our hostess a faggot. Today me, my step-brother, and my best friend all went out to lunch. Me and my step-brother are generally dicks to each other. When he does something for me, or I do something for him, we say, "Thanks, faggot," sometimes. It's become very sub. I embarrassed ourselves with a hurtful insult today. I, my stepbrother, and my best friend decided to grab lunch together. My stepbrother and I often engage in a bit of sibling rivalry, frequently displaying our dislike for each other. However, we have a quirky way of showing appreciation for each other's favors. We often jokingly refer to each other with a certain derogatory term that has become almost second nature to us. Today at lunch, the hostess showed us to our table and wished us a pleasant meal. In an unfortunate moment of subconscious habit, I blurted out a hurtful phrase that I immediately regretted. My stepbrother, however, found the situation hilarious and couldn't stop laughing. Edit. I've been getting some mixed responses about this post. Some people have said that my stepbrother and I should be ashamed of ourselves, and that we should be more considerate of the people around us. Others have pointed out that the term I used is not as hurtful as other more derogatory terms. I appreciate both perspectives, and I agree that we should be more mindful of